With GCSEs changing this September, how big an effect will this have on students that will sit the exams? Do you feel the changes are necessary and why?
I think the changes to the GCSEs are necessary because as people get cleverer, there's more for us to learn, and if we don't learn this stuff, then it's not going to be passed on to future generations, and so the country is just going to get dumber and not really thrive or succeed or anything.
Do you think the new changes are necessary and why?
Well, I don't think they are. I think it's just an added stress, because exams are already stressful enough, plus introducing new ones will just blow out of proportion. And we are basically the guinea pigs, so if it doesn't work, we just fail our exams.
What do you think of your current teacher?
Oh, Mr. Sutton, I think he's a great teacher. He's the best maths teacher you can get. And he's in the best position to prepare me for the GCSEs.
Do you think the GCSE changes are necessary and why?
Well, I don't particularly like the fact that they're harder, but they are probably needed since we do want to make the students work as hard as possible.
What are the main changes happening to English GCSEs?
The biggest change that our current Year 9 will see straight away is there is no more controlled assessment or coursework. It's all going to be exams, so it's all going to be exams at the end of the 2 years. Which, for many students, I think is actually going to be a positive thing, because I think a lot of students spend a lot of time on an effort wanting to get the controlled assessments exactly right. But then maybe they don't spend as much time as as that on the exam. Maybe there's, I don't know. For some students, they will definitely benefit. For us as teachers, it's a little bit something new. We've got all the information given by the exam boards, and we're doing our pre-preparation, starting now, even looking at what we're going to be doing from September. But as it's something new, it's a little bit of a it's a little bit in the dark, I suppose.
Okay. How will the changes affect students?
I said they won't be doing the control assessments, so it will be all based on the exam. I think for most students it will be a positive thing, because they will be in the right mindset when they get to the exam. They will have had all the preparation leading up to it, and there's a very clear end point for them. What we won't know is we won't know exactly how they will do the same way we do with controlled assessment. We don't know their actual percentage of grades they've got already. There are some other changes in terms of what they get at the end of it. They're going to get a number rather than a letter, which initially will be a little bit strange for students to get their heads around, and for parents, and maybe for employers a little bit down the line. But over the next couple of years, as this rolls out to all the other subjects, not just English and maths, I think it will swiftly become the norm.
Do you think the changes are necessary and why?
Honestly, I don't think there's a big need to make these types of changes. I think that, unfortunately, education is a bit of a political football. Each set of government feel that they have to make some change in education. Ultimately, teachers will be teaching to the highest standards, to the best of their ability. Students will be trying to get the highest grades. That won't change, and I think the tinkering with the format and whether we use a letter or we use a number is largely irrelevant to the actual teaching and learning that goes on.
Okay, thank you. Now we know the basics of the changes, all we can do is wait and see how well they are received in 2017 when they will be taken.